Can you hear me? Is the audio good? Yeah, I'm not streaming on Twitch because the YouTube's has 2 bajillion people, and Twitch has shit. Yes, precisely. I don't know. I've never streamed here, so I'll have to see how it is. But everybody has a YouTube channel, and not a channel, but an account. And not everybody uses Twitch. And Twitch is a bit cringe. I think if I made videos for YouTube, then it would make more sense. Which is something that I might start doing eventually. But I don't know, I'll see. Alright, let's see. Art. Woo! Good audio, thank you, La Shilopa. By the way, La Shilopa he needs 4 more followers to get 17,000 followers, which is how he derives his self-worth. This is where he gets his sense of fulfillment from, so I don't expect like anybody's gonna show up here because I've never streamed here, but Bonzo, you can be one of the people that makes his life better, makes him feel good on the inside. Okay, I'm gonna do a drawing, and I'm gonna do a Smaugust. Where is it? Here is it. Alright, this is the Smaugust prompt list, and today's day 8, so we're doing angelic here. I've got a reference board and I've got a sketch, so I'm gonna use that, but I can't show you the sketch because I didn't set up any webcam or anything like that, so you're just gonna have to imagine the sketch. I think I might just upload the replays here, just all of them, make them all public, because it's whatever. It's more coherent than Twitch anyway. So for this guy, I want to make him quite long, like that. I think this would be the torso, something like that, shape-wise. Kind of like in between. Let me show you. In between this and this one, so it's not exactly like a serpent build, but it's not exactly a kind of generic fantasy dragon build either. It's something in between, and that's partially because I think I want to have 4 arms, like upper limbs, like that, 4 of them there, and then some legs like that. Wow! Hello, Maya. Welcome to the YouTube stream, which will differ essentially from the Twitch ones. It's gonna be completely different, and the main difference is you will be spared my hideous face, my horrible facial features. Okay, I think this is kind of the proportion that I like. Might be a little bit stubby there. Maybe I can make the legs longer, because this is supposed to be a kind of an elegant dragon. Alright, so maybe something like this, and then I suppose I can make the neck longer as well. Yeah, huge improvement. Is the music audible? Can you hear it? Alright, and I have a sketch for the head shape, so I kinda know what that's gonna look like. Need wings. I think I'll do like 3 passes of line art on here. Where's the ring? Okay, I'm not sure about the pose though. The pose, it's kind of crap. I need something more interesting, I think, because if I look at my previous ones, let's see, I have this one, which is, I guess, pretty interesting. This one is just like floating, and then this one is jump. They're kind of all standing or jumping or floating. I don't know, I guess there's not a... Can be a bit louder. Alright, let's make it a lit louder. Let's make it litty. Alright, that's litty. Epic. Okay, so I think maybe a twist in the torso could be interesting. Alright, let me actually just say something before I start designing the dragon out. Well, of course, first I want to get I have a general design in the sketch, in the traditional sketch, so I want to get the pose first, but for the design, I want to have the main shapes, or like the main motifs of the dragon be this, kind of like an eye shape, and I think this is something that's going to be echoed both in the scales and some other elements, as well as just like literal eyes on the dragon. And then I also want to have the wings. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to go about it. I think the main thing is going to be the ridge on the back is going to be wing shaped, and they're going to look something like that, I guess. But then also I think it might be good to have some scales that look like feathers, so maybe something like this, and they would overlap like that. So that would be kind of my guidelines for like the overarching shapes that I want to use. But also I want to go with kind of like lion-like features. So I think for the feet and for the head, it's gonna have a kind of a line shape for a base. So yeah, that would be that. I think I want to have kind of big hands, big and powerful hands, sort of thick. Yeah, so I think this is like the general shape of the body, and then for the wings, they're obviously gonna have feathers, or at least they're gonna look like they have feathers. I'm not sure if I want to go with feathers for a dragon, but I'll probably figure that out as I draw them out. Okay, so I want to figure out the size of them for a start, and I also want to figure out the size of the tail. So let's say the wings are something like this. This is one pair of them. I think he's gonna have at least 3 pairs, so one there, and they're gonna get smaller and smaller. So I'm gonna draw through here. I think this pair is gonna be something like that. Yeah, this is a problematic just sort of situation for the shapes and the overlap, but I don't care. Like, this is just the generic design that I'm setting up, so I'll have it as a reference, and then I can change it and make it actually readable. And maybe I can have a small pair of wings here, sort of connecting to the legs, and then of course there's gonna be more stuff, like some small wings in here from the shoulders. So it's a bit busy, and that might be a problem, but we'll see. We shall see. So I think this kind of size works well. I want to frame the head with them, so I wouldn't want the head going above the wings. I think this looks more epic, although I can make the head a little bit, or the neck a little bit taller here, and maybe get a stronger curve there, like that. Alright, there's the setup. That looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. And he's gonna have some sort of a halo, something like that, probably there. I'll figure that out later as well. Okay, so I just want to figure out the tail. I'm thinking something kind of thick as a continuation of the body, sort of the same thickness, and then maybe it can... I don't want it really like serpentine. I want it kind of short, so maybe something just this long, looks good enough. Yeah, I think I like this. She's gonna have a lot of eyes. Hello, I can't read your characters. Whoa, what are those? Korean characters? You know I can't read that. Okay, so something like this for the basic design I think is good, and I'll have the eyes going all down the body like that. Ooh. And then probably some eyes on the side there. But all right, let's save this as like a whip one. You need that in the Smaugust folder. Whoops. Alright, it's gonna be the first stage, so I'll take this guy. I'll just put him here on the side. Let me extend the canvas. And alright, I want to figure out a more interesting pose. Okay, so one thing that I can think about with this is if I twist the body, that's interesting just from the get-go. So if I do something like this, I know my proportions, so if the body is something like this and then I just twist it all the way, the head would be facing this way, the legs would be facing this way. That's kind of cool, but that's also something that I did on the previous dragon, so I don't think I want to do that this time. I'm thinking but I do want to have some movement, and I do want him to feel pretty kind of glorious. So alright, let's see. Maybe I'll just start scribbling here and something comes up. I don't know how else he can move. I mean, he could bend over, but I don't like that. So maybe instead I'll do the opposite. So maybe I'll take the body right here and I'll twist it backwards. So he's just going back like that, and then he comes up and over like so, and then maybe the tail can go back as well. I'm not sure. I don't know how this would affect the legs. Let's see. I like the legs that way though. Just like maybe I can make like a landing pose. That could be interesting. It's a good idea. Let's try that. But then I think I can look up. Let me look something up there, like a bird, or maybe better, eagle landing. So I can kind of get a reference for the wings, maybe. Hold up. Yes, always use a reference. Alright, this is good. Maybe I could actually show my reference board. Wait, let me see. I think I can turn that on. Oh, there it is. Amazing. Alright, so here are the eagles. Hello, Sorakairi. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. Yes. Yeah, so I think that's good. Yeah, these are enough, I think. I don't want to overkill it with the reference. So let's say the dragon will be landing. I think just like moving the feet like this, probably good. I don't know if that's epic enough though. I'll try and then I'll see. Okay, so one pair of the arms I guess would be here. It might be doing something like this. Yeah, this is gonna be a crap pose, I can already tell. I don't want to quit though. I want to try it still, but it looks doesn't look cool enough. It's supposed to be pretty epic, so What about like probably maybe just like a soaring pose would work. That doesn't seem bad because it's symbolic, you know. You understand? It's symbolic. So I don't think this would work for the demon one. I think I'll just make the demon either just like plunging, so he would be going something like this, going down, or maybe that might be interesting actually to make him just hitting the ground like. Maybe the head would be there, just breaking down. That would be cool for the demon, but for the angel, I suppose an ascending pose or like just a soaring pose would be better. So I'm gonna try and get some reference for that. Just like a generic flying pose, but I want it to be flying upwards. I don't want to be flying down. There's reference. That looks great. Okay, this is actually good. Can use this. See, you never want to actually invent anything. You just want to copy as much as possible. So you don't have to use your mind, your precious brain power. And here we go. This is the perfect dragon, like the perfect demon dragon pose right there. Very good. Okay. The prompt for this one is angelic, as you can probably tell by the number of eyes and the wings. So okay, I'll do something like this. I like this, just like you can see the belly and this kind of gesture where he's going up. I like that. And I think I also like the fact that it's not can keep it like 3/4. So something like this works. Well, maybe not like that. See, my problem here is I actually want to have the opposite sort of gesture. So let's say he's doing something like this, where he's like bending back. So maybe he would be flying that way, but then this is so difficult. What do I do with the tail? Something like this? I don't know. Stimmer. Maybe something like this. Streaming time. How wouldn't you know? It's streaming time. Dobro. Alright, something like this. Maybe we can have a pair of the arms raised up, maybe like this. And then one pair just going with the movement. So it's like he's flying backwards, perhaps. But then if he's flying backwards, then I think the tail should reflect that. I don't like this whispering. This playlist is strange. I don't like that. It's creepy. All right. I don't know how the I don't think there's like a subscription that's analogous to Twitch, where you pay a monthly subscription. I think here it's just like donations. Or actually, you can join. I think that's like the Twitch. Why is this so difficult? Why am I having such a hard time? I'll do something. I'm not sure about the wings. I think I'll do something like feathers, but maybe not a. This is going very difficult. This is going very difficult for me. But maybe they'll just like look like feathers, but they're actually gonna be scaly. Because if he has wings, I don't that are feathered, that's not a dragon anymore. That's like a griffin or something. Yeah, I know I need to enable that, but I have no idea how this is gonna go. If I make this a regular or a semi-regular thing, that I probably will, but I don't know what the benefits of that are. How do I feel about this? Probably bad, because it blows balls. Alright, what about twisting him? What about doing a crazy twist? And having the legs do something like this. I don't know. I wish I could show you my cat. We have a new cat, and it's very small and lanky and cute. He's adorable. Yo, this pose is crap. How do I make this a shit pose?
Joo, pois voi mainitsin. Joo, niin mainitsin.
Ali ja naučiš otići već više šta radiš. Aj, baniš idi.
Pa kad si usred dana, nisam mi se najavio.
Najavio sam ti se, rekao sam.
Jutros. Sad za sat vremena.
Goodbye. There we go. The pantry is right next to my my PC, which is a great setup. I love it. I love it. I adore this setup. It's so good. What if I twist this more or curve it more? Just really going back like that. It's just weird. This is so strange. Right, so he's going backwards and he's also twisting around. It's just a strange pose. I don't know how to feel about this. Let's just get rid of the legs for a start. Oh man. I usually don't struggle with the poses this much. Believe me guys, I'm actually really good at this. I'm actually not sucking. Maybe I should just start it over. Wow! Alexa! Hello. Ooh, this is the craziest stream ever. Oh my god. This isn't such a bad pose after all, I think. Maybe, yeah, let's keep coping. I'm just coping out here. Yeah, this pose doesn't suck. Right? Right? But actually, it blows. Blows! Okay, if he's twisting around, this is gonna be a... this is gonna be a tough one. If he's twisting around, then both the arms and the wings have to twist around with him. It's just weird. But I don't think it's that bad. It's quite interesting. Just make this a bit longer so it comes out of the silhouette there. Let's twist this out. Okay, wow, it's just so clean, such a clean drawing I've got there. Look, it's something, it's a start, alright? This is something to work with. And then we can develop it further. We can make it better. Okay, let's see. In terms of the wings, maybe I can have a... Or maybe not, I don't know. I thought maybe I would have a overlap there. Does this work? I don't think this works. I think I'll leave it like this for now. Yeah, I'll probably have to do like 15 fucking iterations over this so it actually looks like something. Why would he be twisting like this though? I question everything. Okay, let's start like this. This might just be shit. Maybe I'll just rage quit. Yeah, that's the solution. Okay, I'll make it lighter. Okay, let's just go over here. Yeah, just take a deep breath in. I'll just do the forms over top of this. Just the most generic forms. Nothing crazy. Alright, this would be the wings on the head right there. And we have another wing there. And then a good old bunch of wings in here. Okay. But this isn't Hey, thank you, Sorakiri. Have a good night. Have a nice dreams. I had a dream the other day that Andrew Tate was looking for me and he wanted to beat me up because I crashed. I think I either crashed or like completely destroyed his motorbike. It was very stressful because yeah, it was quite disturbing actually. It kind of sounds funny, but the dream was very just not restful. I didn't sleep too well. I think Andrew Tate is haunting me. There might be some deep subconscious psychological meaning there. I don't know if you can hear the cat. The cat is just chilling next to me. It's so cute. Okay, so twisting like that. Let's see the center line here. Actually, when I look at it, perhaps. So, okay, when you think about the twisting, generally the body twists after the head. So if you look this way with your head like that, then your body kind of goes along with it, and then so this would be kind of what's going on, and then maybe the legs would be there. Oh, thanks for subscribing. So I think in this case maybe I can just do the opposite here with the actual head. So if my body is twisting this way, maybe it would make sense for the head to follow. So let's try that. Let's try making that work. I don't know how that would look. Let's see. Either twisting like this to look the other way, or alternatively, if I go and twist it sort of to the front, like the rib cage is looking frontally, then I can have the head just looking head on. Head on like that, which I suppose might be an interesting effect, or it might just look like shit because dragon heads don't really read that well on that angle. So let's see. I'll do something in between, I think, because I'm indecisive. So maybe like that. So it's kind of a 3/4 there. And then the body's here, goes and twists. So if we have, if we make the arm connections, one would be right there, and then the other one would be, I guess, there. And at that point, it sort of twists all the way, like that. Okay. Figuring out the pose is very difficult. I am struggling. I think I had a weird dream tonight as well, but I just don't remember it. is probably for the better. My fiance often tells me how I talk when I sleep. This time she actually wrote down what I said. It's just incoherent gibberish. It's interesting to see, at least. Okay, so it twists like this. Perhaps the arms here would be twisting together, then kind of following the movement. So let's do something like that for one arm, and let's say the other one is here. And you can have some nice fangs there. Okay, now I gotta make this read. Okay, this has to read. So this is the back center line going into the tail there. Now I think if he moves this way, I don't know. I don't care. Keep overthinking it. Doesn't matter. It don't matter. I just want to make the legs long enough. It's one thing that does matter. So one leg might look like that, and then the other one, I suppose it could be here. Maybe a bit more of a floaty pose. Kind of like that. Yes, this is good. And then let's figure out the wings here. Here's the elbow, the wing elbow there. And I guess the wing elbow would be here, somewhere there on the other side, and then goes around. You get the wing fingers. So I think I might actually like an overlap for this. So let's say the fingers are right there. And then, no, this might be a problem. Really depends. Maybe I can, cause so here's the issue. I can either have the head as a silhouette, or have to separate it value-wise here in this area. If I make the wing the silhouette, right, like that. So what is more difficult? I don't know. I don't know if you can hear the cat. The cat has very strange meows. Sounds kind of disturbed. Okay, so I'll leave it like this for now. Maybe I can just make it a little bit bigger. This just feels small. So, I don't know. I don't freaking know. Maybe I should just save it, just in case. It's gonna be... Yeah, the previous one was just so much easier. Maybe this one is just way too freaking ambitious, man. I'm just so ambitious, man. What if I actually just do this and he's sort of like soaring out of the clouds there, and then kind of twists around. Oh, I like that. I do like that. There we go. I figured something out, and it's not horribly bad. I can do a liquefy, I think, make him a little bit more, make the chest more puffed out. Something like this. Maybe a bit more of a curve there. Okay, so then this isn't so extremely straight. Wow. Yeah, and then the wings can do the same. So I don't have to move them this way. I can just move them down like that. I think that works. I says to myself. So one wing is there, and then this is on the back side probably, the connection of the wing arm and to the torso, but then this I think could be visible probably. So something like this for the other wing. And maybe the other side could be somewhat visible as well. I don't know how far down I want to put the wing though, so let's figure that out. I guess if I look at actual birds, they kind of get narrower this way. But then that's messing up my silhouette. I need the whole thing to be one silhouette, so I think I'll just do it kind of like this, pretty far, so I can do the same thing on this one and not actually see the upper part of the wing. But if he's twisting around this way, I guess... Oh, it's so difficult. I guess then this should be in the front. I suppose that does make sense. Some strange sense. So I guess this would be the configuration, and then the last pair of the wings would be kind of back facing almost. Like that. And then that would also need to overlap. This just looks weird. I don't know if this makes any sort of sense. And I figure actually, if you have multiple wings on your back, which I don't, so I can't really know, but if you have multiple wings, maybe, I mean, one of them has to overlap, right? One has, if they're, unless they're not touching at all, then one of them has to be on top of the other, right? Something like this, and then this would be just like covering it. Does that make sense? Does it have to make sense? Why not, you dumb bastard? Let me try and leave it like this, and then I'll do another pass before the actual final line art. Let's see. It's just very strange. I don't care, I'll save this. Where did I save it? Beforehand. Doesn't matter. Okay, so let's see. I'll lighten it again. Yes. Okay. I have another idea. I could edit this right now, see if that might be better. Because if I just make this light value here, if I curve it like this and then kind of raise the head a bit more, so maybe like that, and then the head would actually be right here. Perhaps this is the key, and this is the foreshortened wing there, and the other wing would probably not even be visible because it's almost like in profile it would be right here. Wow, this is very strange. I think I might have made it Smaugust. It's a Smaugust time, and it's Smaugust time, and I just made this way more convoluted than it has to be. Let's go. I didn't test the audio. I don't know what the audio is like. I'm very obsessed with the audio quality. Just need it to work. Okay, let's just take another pass at this. Really make it, just refine it. Oh yes, yes, tell me that. You can say that again, brother. The audio is nice. Oh, that makes me feel so good on the inside. Yes, yes. Alright. Here is the paw, the so-called paw. Alright, I need these thick forearms. Thick and powerful. Like that. This can make a great shape as well. Maybe I can even have some feathers there, but let me not get ahead of myself. Okay. Because the thing is, this microphone has has two modes. One is far and the other is near, and so I'm not sure what the default one is. Thought maybe I was blowing out the microphone, but whoa, Martin, you're watching the master? Wait, you're not always on your grind? What are you doing? What the hell are you doing, mister? I am always on my grind. You need to really reconsider your life if you're not always on your grind, okay? Alright, and I want them thick, but I also want the arms long enough. I don't want them to feel stubby. That just wouldn't be cool. So I guess something did like this. Big old triceps there. And probably isn't what the actual arm would look like if it was like a lion paw, but I don't care. I could care less. There's another pro tip is when you're doing animal anatomy, you just copy human anatomy and you hope it looks okay, because the difference is doesn't matter. Okay, so I need the thick wrists. I think that's one thing that's gonna make it kind of beefy and powerful looking. So that right there. I don't know how this would connect. That probably wouldn't. Kind of looks weird, but maybe I can make a. This is almost like profile view. The center line right here would be there, I think, and then let's see. I want to track this over around. Yeah, so the center line is there somewhere. I wouldn't really see the other connection, I think, so let's see how I can figure this out. And I'm not either. I'm not sure if I want to have the rib cage either. Like the rib cage is something really lanky like this, and then the neck kind of connects in here. See, I'm really figuring this out very carefully. So comes around. And at this point, like this right here would be like the perfect profile, and then you start getting your back center line right there. Okay, I think this is gonna be the rib cage right there, and then probably somehow connect the wing here to the arm so it doesn't look so bare. It kind of looks weird. Okay. I think this is going better, so I can probably have the final. I can probably have this be the final sketch, kind of pass before I actually go into the line art. So let's see. Let's see. Which one would be longer? If I'm looking at it from below, which I think I could be, maybe this is the form right there. So I guess I could make this a little bit longer. And I guess you could have the thumb here as well. This is kind of a shape. You could say this is a shape. Wait, let me see something. Let's mute this. Okay. You just wanted to check. Wanted to check my technical stuff. Okay. And I suppose there could be like netting between the the fingers. Alright. Now for the leggies. Let's bring this through. I think I'll make this a little bit thicker. Not a lot, but just a bit. So here's one leg. I might have made this made this a bit too light. Okay. And now these are also gonna be kind of like paws, but kind of like lion paws, but a bit longer. So I guess something like this there. I'm just really the lunch. Let's answer the lunch question. I think the lunch question is it's very difficult to answer. I would say like 4 p.m. is a good time for the lunch. Okay. But if this is the back view, then I think this is not good. I think maybe if I actually show the back side, that would be good. So something like this, and then I can have an even fuller kind of backside of this. Oh no, the activate Windows button reappeared. It just does that on a whim. I swear I bought Windows legally and I activated it using my money, spending my money for nothing. I have no idea why it reappears like that. It's just very strange. Confusing to me. Oh, how I wish I didn't have the activate Windows button. It would make my life a whole lot less shameful. Maybe I can move this down. That's not bad. Hey, that's pretty good. I think I'll do that. Save. Yo, let's save right now. Kind of epic. Okay. Alright, and now. Yeah, I don't want to freaking draw freaking tails, man. I don't care. So I'll just move it out of the frame. What if I just transform it like this? That's better. That's much better. But I'll liquefy as well. Let's get my bloat tool. It's bloat max right here. Just bloat it out. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's bloating right there. Some sick bloating going on. Yeah, I think this is better. Maybe I can give a little bit more of a plane break right here where the chest might be, but otherwise it's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good start, but there is so much more work to be done, especially on this head. So let's do that. I'm thinking kind of this general shape. I have a lion's head as a reference. So, but do they actually have this shape? I guess not. I guess it's more like this. They have a pretty pronounced nose there. Okay, but I also have my initial drawing in the sketchbook, so I'll use that also. I want it to look pretty peaceful. I don't want him to look like maybe just slightly disturbing, but definitely not evil or malicious. So a wing there and a wing there. Okay, it's pretty good. And of course, 3 pairs of eyes. Let's go. And another pair of wings in here. That's crazy. Alright, but I also want to make sure that the front plane here is described. Okay, maybe I can have a back view, like a back plane here. Looks something like this with the perspective. And then all the eyes are looking straight at you. Damn, that's scary. But I also don't want it to be completely humanoid. Still have to get a bit of a dragon-like design there. Okay, and then yeah, I was thinking actually some type of a beard structure there. Wouldn't be that bad, I think. Okay, maybe even below here, like a mane. I just scribbled this in, so I'm not sure what that would actually look like. Okay, and I need a nice upward gesture here. Right. So I think this could be the end of the mouth there, and then for the mouth, maybe something like this kind of shape. And I think it could show some teeth, but not too much. Oh yeah, this is pretty good. Hey, this is pretty nice. And I want to start laying in the eyes right away, because otherwise it's gonna look a bit weird. So I'll start putting them in from the get-go. Okay. Where's my midline? Where's my freaking midline? There it is. And there's my sideline. My so-called sideline. Now, usually with the dragons, I would have a bottom plane, sort of like this maybe, separated, and that would be like the sort of softer part of the snake body, and there you would have less scales, but that depends. Maybe you could do the separate, where perhaps this is more like kind of like a crusty sort of texture, like just rough, kind of something like this, and maybe like round scales, and then on the bottom you could have big, thick, kind of plated scales. So it really depends, but it's usually a good design choice to separate them somehow, because it's what happens with snakes. Okay, so I had already mentioned previously that I want to have kind of like eye shapes and the wing or feather shapes. So I guess for the side here I could do the feather shapes. That could look fine. Sure, like that, going down. Of course I'll refine this when I actually go to draw the line art, but that's sort of the general idea there. And then here, I think I could probably just get away with something this shaped. Just like that. It's pretty soft. Going that way, and then it becomes more and more foreshortened. Okay, that's pretty epic. Clean this up just a little bit. Clean up. Okay, and I think I could use this kind of pattern for the mane as well. The mane could just be like a thicker version of it right there. Okay, that looks good. Now, what can we do here? Of course, more eyes. Great idea. This is very foreshortened. Maybe some eyes could show here. Actually, maybe a back side could show there instead. I think this is fine. I don't think you'd see this. Maybe right there, but it doesn't matter. Let's go and add more wings. So here's something like, I think something like this in terms of the size of the pattern on the back should work. I don't know what that's actually called. Maybe I should learn. Okay, this is good. Good head. Alright. That was very useful, the scribble there. It's really gonna help. Yeah, maybe I can actually figure out what this pattern here is gonna be like. I think... Actually, let's add the eyes for a start. I want to have the eyes... Maybe I can just follow the pattern in here. That's pretty good. And like every second of them could be the eyes. So here maybe they could start influencing the silhouette right there. Okay, that's good. And then let's save this. Maybe the arms will have eyes, but I don't think so. I think the wings will. Let's do a little wing shape here coming off there. Okay, I like this. That's pretty good. But then the wings proper would come off maybe right there. Okay, and I want to connect them. I want to make them work. So that would be one of them. I'm not sure about any kind of fangs or anything on the wings. That might be a bit much. I don't think I have any real spiky stuff going on here. Yeah, I'll probably just do the regular wings. I don't know. I'll see, but just lay this in for now. Alright, these foreshortens there. Good. I don't remember if I had it. I think I had it overlapping just slightly, so let's do it like this. It's kind of a nice shape for the wing. Alright, it's pretty scribbly, but gets the shape laid in. Where's the other one? The other... And then I think I can make this more smooth. Just like a curve there. I think I'll probably draw something to indicate this structure beneath this wing arm, but this is fine for now. I'm trying to be really careful about the silhouette. Okay, so if I bring this out, the other wing, something like that. I don't know, maybe, I don't know which side it would actually be visible. Would it be the back side? Would it be the front? It's so hard to see. I definitely think this should be taller because of the perspective there. So I can make this a bit shorter. That kinda does a good job there. Okay. Maybe I can show both the back and the front. Maybe this would be the inside and this would be the back or the outside. Alrighty. Okay, and then I really want to figure out this part here. Specifically what it would read like silhouette wise. So I'm thinking of something like this. So this would be a very foreshortened view of that wing there. and this would be a bit less so. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that's nice. Maybe this one could be a bit more like that. Okay, I think silhouette wise this is well enough. I'm not sure if it makes sense anatomically, but I'm not sure if that matters anyway. So a connection to this arm somehow, maybe, perhaps, mayhaps. Or so as it's turning back, I would suppose that it's gonna be showing. Maybe it's this one that doesn't make sense. See, I'm not very familiar with drawing wings, and they always mindfuck me. I don't. Where's the other wing? Damn it! The other wing would be right there, would it not? Maybe more like right here. But it's behind this wings connection there. Damn, this is very. The multiple wings are very mind-boggling. Alright, maybe I'm actually not in the right when I foreshorten this, because if you look at it, this is a very close to a profile view where the wing attaches, so what if I just do it like this? It kind of makes it flat. Damn, maybe I'll leave it like that, and then I'll also do something like that in here. But just less. Maybe I'll do it a lot more here, and then quite a lot less there. Like that, and then like this, and then this one is... Maybe it just feels a bit too sudden. Maybe this is a bit better for the other wing. Okay, alright, I'll stop over obsessing here. It's a bit lame. I'll just maybe make him a bit longer. Okay, maybe if I do that, I can make the whole dragon a bit smaller, so we actually see the edge of this. Okay, what does this look like? I have no idea. Alright, I think there's something that I want to do though, and that is something like this. So I got rid of the initial sketch there, and I mentioned that I want to have the wings taller than the head, so let's do that as well. And maybe start cropping this to what it's actually gonna look like. Okay, let's do something like this for the crop, and maybe this kind of size for the wings. Alright, that's pretty epic. Pretty epic-like, and then I can place the eyes. Okay, should the eyes just be on the outside or maybe on the inside? I really like this. This design is very interesting. Yeah, I'll just place them on the outside for now. Doesn't really make sense to have them on the inside either, because they're just supposed to be looking out. So maybe I'll actually just have this in terms of the eyes. It's not too much, it's not too little. I think it's good. I think we are good. And then maybe on the back. Oh, I can't have the eyes on the back when I have the sort of crest. So I'll just leave the crest in here. Okay. It's kind of an ugly crest. Could have done a better job there. Yeah, these look handicapped. Okay. Yeah, there's something like that. Alright, this is fine. This is fine for now. We're fine. But maybe the center line would twist like that, so let's do it a little more like this. Just twisting. I think that's better. Alright, and then the wings kind of would need to cover that. Alright, let's try the opposite. What if the big wing covers the small wings? And this goes on the... No, that doesn't make sense. Wow, why is this so hard? Okay, the crest would need to go between the wings. Then what the fuck? And this wing would need to connect like this. Somehow connect like that, and then the crest would have to go inside. Wow, this is great. This is really high quality solutions. Alright, I'm good. I don't care so much. And I think for the hands, I think I can do like maybe something like this for the scales. Alright. And one final thing is, let's just color pick this, or just use a magic selection there. You gotta select all layers though. Okay, so... No, maybe actually not. Because then it's gonna select the... Oh no, I can't use my cheating method. I must color it by hand. Like a peasant. Let's see. Oops, maybe I... Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Okay, I can just select, modify, expand, just like 5 pixels, and then I can color it. Didn't do it. Crap, I wanted to color this in. Okay, no, let's multiply. Okay, now we're doing it. I had white on this layer. Alright, now I can actually look at the silhouette and ask myself, how bad is it? And is it recoverable? I think the answer may shock you. The answer is shocking. Yeah, I think it's alright. Damn! Okay, I can actually explain. I can explain it, I swear. Alright, so we have the line art layer. In this case, I kind of messed it up. I probably shouldn't have. If I select it, you can see that I have some white there. If I make it a normal layer, you can see that I have some white. That was the initial sketch that I drew on top of. Hey, thanks, Wens. Okay, so this is the line art. I just take the what is it called? The magic wand tool. I click, and then I invert the selection, Control Shift I, and then I place a layer beneath. And it usually gives me this kind of good base, and then I can just clean it up a little bit, which is what I did here. And voila, here it is. Amazing selection. Alright, this freaking crap. Alright, this freaking crap. But now I have to face the hard truth, and that is, mayhaps this is not really the best design. Yeah, it's kind of magical, it's kind of mind-boggling. Alright, let's do something here. this is a cope. This might be like a little cope, but whatever. We save the whip. Yeah, I'm kind of alright like that. Let's see if I can how do I color it? That's one thing, is I want to figure out the coloring, and maybe I'll do some background for it. But the thing is, now at this stage I have to make a choice, and the choice is whether I should redo the dragon, which is something that is painful and it hurts me on the inside so much, or if I should just take this dragon that I already have. But the problem with this dragon that I already have is that I don't like it. I don't freaking like it, and that's because it's probably not as good as it could be. It doesn't really read well. I think these colors might be something that I can go with in this one. I don't know if I'll go maybe like the opposite route, where the environment might be warm and the creature could be cold. But as I was saying, I can try and let's actually just do something here. I'll plot my own painting as a reference. I'll just lay in some flats and a bit of shadow so I can see. All right, is this how does this work? And then I'll see if I want to continue. But okay, with the flats, I don't really think there's a lot to do except add gold. I think that's just like one big thing. I won't go this disturbing. I think with these designs, the real disturbing factor isn't necessarily the eyes, but this red color just gives a bit of a horror vibe. So I don't want to do that. I'll just go with this kind of scheme. Maybe I'll have some darks, but pretty much just gold. And I think one thing that I can do with it is the inside could be gold. So that's one nice way to kind of separate things, is it's kind of softer inside there could be golden. And maybe you can go all the way to the beard like that. And then, of course, it's not really here, wouldn't be seen because it's. Well, I guess it's not. I'm gonna cope here. I'm gonna cope out here and say, I guess it's not that bad. I think there would be inside in here as well. Obviously, a bit more there, and then this would be the bottom parts. So I guess the bottom parts would all be gold, and then maybe, if I wanted to, I can make some of the crest here golden. I don't really think I can. I don't even think I want to add any other detail other than the gold coloring. I don't want any blues or anything like that. Or do I? Maybe I'll add some pinks. Maybe that could work. But okay, let's try that. I'll take this, just make it like a soft pink there, and place it in here for the bottom parts. Maybe the gold parts can actually be like harder surfaces. And details or accents. So maybe like the irises could be golden, or maybe those could actually be the only blue part. Maybe around the eyes there could be gold, and maybe some sort of lining, like decorations, and a bit of gradients. What does this look like? I think the pink isn't so bad. Maybe I can make it a little bit less pink. Let's see. Yeah, it's very subtle, but I like it. I like it that way. Now for this kind of painting, I think it's actually, or this kind of design where there's very little, there would be very little going on value-wise. Maybe it's a good idea to actually have like a full painting, but I don't think I'll do that because I've noticed that I often use the full painting as an excuse to render out the parts that are not drawn well, kind of hide behind that. So I'm just trying to do the drawings, and that way I can finish them more quickly and have time for other work, and also just hold myself a bit more accountable. Okay, so I won't do it like this. I'll leave this white, but then I'll color in the bottom parts of the wing arms, something like this, and then maybe I can also just get a bit of just some little variations in here, sort of like scaly stuff, so that the wings, the proper wings, are actually the only parts that are really white, like so. And then I need a darker background for a silhouette, or either that, or I can do something like a half light. So let's try something like this. I'll do a darker background here, and darker here is just like more saturated pretty much. So I'll do it like that. Amazing. I'll do some nice white clouds in here. And then I'll do like a cast shadow on there. Sort of like that. Is this good? And I'll do like a little yellow glow there. Maybe the cast shadow can have an opposite angle like that. And then I can also actually do cast shadows and form shadows on the creature itself. Something like this. And this could cast a shadow, I guess. And these ones. I think that looks good. That's a great name. I don't think I'm gonna pronounce it. What's the best workflow when generally drawing? I've started in February, and what I do is mainly quick gesture lines and then refine later. Well, what I did with this one is pretty much that. The general workflow is I can't really show you the sketch, but hold up, because the sketch is a traditional. I don't know where I saved my. Wait, I think I'm losing it. It's generally, yeah, you start with something more scribbly and gestural, so you can kind of discover the design and not be too overwhelmed with actual drawing, and then like this would be the second sort of pass, where you actually kind of construct more. So here, what I was doing here is I was quite literally just thinking about the. Well, actually, maybe that's better. Do I have the other one? This is the final. Yeah, if you look at the playback of the video, there's one stage where I just literally drew out the construction lines. So in this stage, where I sort of have the design figured out generally, and then when I refine it, I'm thinking not so much about the gesture, but more so about the form. It's kind of a butchered explanation. Another question. I want to get into digital painting, and my brush on Photoshop doesn't project accurate value when it's not on 100% opacity. What does that mean? What does that mean? If it's not on 100% opacity, then it's lighter, right? Right? Does this work? That's my main concern. I'm really asking myself, does it work? Yeah, I think like the value structure works in general, but then does the design work as it is right now? That's the main question. I kind of want him coming out of the clouds, so I would have some... No, not the big mixer brush. I would have some clouds kind of trailing him like that. I think it's pretty epic. But it also, let's see. I'll just paint over this. What if I make the silhouette a bit different? Where he's kind of spreading this wing. Or is that even possible? Like, if he was spreading wings at this angle, then this wing would still be foreshortened. So I'm kind of screwed either way. Right there. Čekaj, slušali se, ali slušali? Yeah, I think this is just... I have to eat this shit, this horrible shit that even though I like the drawing and I like the design, the angle just doesn't work for me, because what I want is something like... Maybe this is what I should have done from the get-go, but I want something like... Yeah, I want to have the nice kind of backward lean. It feels pretty epic, but then he should really spread his wings, I think. Sort of like just breaking out of the clouds, right, like that. I think that would be the most epic. And then I suppose he could be twisting as well, which isn't a big problem. If I drew him like this, kind of like that, and then this is for shortening, so he's twisting this way, that could work, I think. And you know, maybe the I'll really have to consider this, because I'm not sure if I like this drawing. I kind of like it, but then I also don't like the maybe the wings are the main issue that I have. Maybe I'm just overthinking it and I need to just draw it. Let's see. If I draw it, I mean just like finish it. What if this wing just spread out more? Would that even work? How would it look? If I did it like this, and then maybe the other wing would kind of follow the smaller one. Well, it depends. Like, people generally paint with pen pressure, obviously, but if it's difficult to get full opacity, then you can probably change it in your settings. Just open up your settings, and if you're like, if this setting for how hard you should press is too much, then it's gonna be very difficult to. As you can see, I don't want to destroy my. I don't want to destroy my drawing surface, but I usually, if it's like right there in the middle, I think that's like the default. That's too much for me. I have to really press hard to get the full opacity. So if you look at the pressure, it takes really little to get full pressure here. Right here, it's pretty much impossible, and in the middle, it's still too much for me. So just you can experiment with this, figure out what's good. I usually do either this or this. So I'll probably have it. Sometimes I'll have it here for painting and here for drawing. It depends. I think right now I have it right there. Yeah, so that might be the issue. Alright, is this better? Yo, this is better? What? Yeah, it is. Yes! Oh, yes. Oh, that's very nice. That actually makes me feel good, because then I won't... You're welcome, anorexic. You're welcome, anorexic cunt. That's a great name. That is so wholesome. Okay, this is good, I think. Yeah, I think this is nice. I'll change this up then. Let's see. Screw this. I'm changing you. I'll just draw it in here. Where's my... Yeah, I'll just draw... Place this below. Whoops, not that. This. I'll just draw over this sketch. Okay, something like this. And what would these shapes look like? And where's the elbow? That's kind of the important question for a start. Maybe right there. And maybe it would need to be a bit lower, so maybe there. And there's the elbow, and there would be like the connective stuff. I think I'd have that here as well. Okay. And then I guess I could have what would this shape look like? Would the outside be? What would the outside be? Whoops, whoops. Maybe a little something like this. Yeah, I think this reads well enough. Yeah, he's so epic, and then I can actually take the whole dragon guy and move him back. And maybe I'll do a different crop as well. Maybe I'll just make it a little bit more expansive there. Okay, that's good. Alright, I'll have to figure this out a little bit more so that the silhouette is actually reading well. Oh. And I don't know. I'll figure it out. I think this is gonna turn out well enough. Maybe I can have the sun. That could be interesting if I had a... Maybe if I had the sun right here, something like that. The heavenly sun. And then some more, maybe another kind of layer of clouds or something like that. And then maybe he could be sort of, I'm gonna get rid of this. Maybe he could be like backlit with some subsurface scattering. It could be really cool. Let's try that. Let me try that. I don't think I'll just end the stream there because I'm kind of sleepy for some freaking reason. Maybe because I'm dreaming about Andrew Tate murdering me, which is not good. That will leave you unrested for certain. All right. I'll have to blow out the sun, but let's do like a shadow. I think I can make that darker. I think I can go kind of there, and then if I just blow out the sun, take a... Let's try an overlay with a soft brush. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that's blown out sun right there. It does the deed, indeed. It indeed reads. And then maybe I can make this a little bit darker, just a bit more saturated. And then I can get a subsurface scattering going in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. And yeah, I could use some different shapes for the clouds here. It's a bit... What is my opinion about Radio Runner curriculum for the solo artist? I don't know what that is. Kind of sounds... Radio Runner kind of sounds familiar. I might have followed him on... followed somebody named that on Instagram. But I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll have to do the... Wow, look at this. This is the heavens. Yo, this is what the heavens look like, guys. It's just like very nice in there. So you get like a lot of nice, glowy stuff. Okay, and maybe this is actually good. I don't know. I think I could use a bit more blue. I think I might have blown it out a bit too much. This is my artistic expression. I don't know why you're judging me. This is me, okay? Okay, maybe this can actually be darker. Or at least this kind of front layer of the clouds there. Okay, that looks decent. And the stuff that's coming off is like maybe this angled. That could be interesting. Kind of looks like a plane or something. Wow, interestingly enough, kind of looks like a plane. All right. Yeah, these shapes are not perfect. I'll have to change them so they look a little bit better, but in general, I kind of like it. I'm pretty happy with it. I can see this is okay. And I think I'll end the stream right here. Why am I so sleepy, man? What the hell? Maybe I'll just, maybe I'll just hit the old hay. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll just hit the hay and get a little bit of a nap, a midday nap. It's already 1:30. What's going on with time? It's very strange. Okay. Well, this is, I guess, the end of the stream. I have a link to my my Patreon and Instagram and ArtStation in the description. Consider checking that stuff out, and I think that would be about everything. I don't have an outro. Have a